Well, welcome to Della's Tiny Kitchen. Kind of came on here last minute. I didn't warn anybody. It's been a crazy day. Mom fell and I had to take her to urgent care. So if I have to leave to do something, you'll understand. But she's okay. They don't think she broke anything. They did take x-rays. We'll see what happens. It's a long story. But today I'm going to cut up some onions and cabbage, and I'm going to bake some cabbage in the oven, and we'll see how that goes. But this is what I'm doing. So we'll start with, let me see if I can get this down here without, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start, I've got a little olive oil in the pan. And I'm going to put some butter, about 2 tablespoons of butter in there. And I've got garlic. Oh shoot, come on. And some Jimmy Dean's, regular sausage. So about 2 tablespoons of butter is going into the pan. I'm just going to put it in. The pan is cold right now because I have to cut up my onions. And I'm going to put the onions in here so I can add it all together. So I'm going to start out with a lot of onions. I have a good sized head of cabbage. And so I'm going to make cabbage sausage and onions. And I've got some Than Bouillon vegetable broth. To use as a liquid, and some water. And so here we'll start off with onions. So lots of onions, lots and lots of onions. So do this. Onions, onions, onions. I need a garbage bowl. I need a bowl for garbage. Because this is going to get messy pretty fast. Oh, a bowl for garbage. This should work okay for now. Get this out of the way. And then I can just put the onions in there. So I've been craving some cabbage and onions and sausage. A friend of mine years ago did a Polish dish similar to this. And then I kind of adapted it to my own little whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start out with onion, thinly sliced, lots of onion. The more the better. So I'm going to start. Oh, okay. Oh, this has a little mark on it. Let's get rid of that. So who else likes cabbage and onions and sausage? I got the Jimmy Dean's regular sausage. And of course dinner's a little late, like I said. I had to take Mom over to urgent care because she fell. She hurt her back, and they did x-rays, and I'll have to wait for the results. They didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean anything because she's older and her bones are very brittle. There can be a crack that the doctor might not necessarily see. So, and she keeps wanting to go to bed, and they told me to keep her up for a little while so she doesn't get pneumonia. And she keeps crying. I feel bad. But let me go see what she wants. She can't go to bed for another half hour, 45 minutes. I got to text the time to make sure. Or lay down, I should say. Not bed, but to lay down. There we go. They're done. Done, done, done. Get rid of this mess. Holy moly. I'm glad the garbage goes out tonight. I am so glad the garbage goes out. Pick up tomorrow. I got a microphone, but I'm not sure how to use it with my Facebook. So Kaylee is supposed to come tomorrow and show me how to use all that stuff. Okay, so now the butter is melting. I need to dry my hands. Butter is melting. And I need something to stir things with. So I can hear it crackle. Can you hear it? And now I'm going to throw my onions in. These are going to take a long time to cook down. So I'm going to have to come back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook down these onions. I need to add some salt. Looks like a lot of onions, but you know how they are. They cook way down. And then when those cook down a little, I'll add some garlic. And then I'll add the sausage. Put this butter back. And then I'll cut up the cabbage. And I should probably I can do that now. Okay, 2 years ago my mother fell and she broke her back. Well, she had a fracture. That was horrible. She did in September. And Mark came home for his 40th birthday and she couldn't even enjoy it because she was so hurting so badly. Okay, one last leaf. And I have some nice cabbage. chop this one up a little. Well, that's all right, I guess. Made its own liquid, so that's good. I want to get another one of these Dutch ovens. I want to get a larger one because this one is good for most things, but there are things like when I'm doing this, I would prefer to put it, and I think I'm actually going to take some of these onions out to put the cabbage, or not the cabbage, to put the sausage in so it'll cook a little better, and then add the onions. Who out there has done caramelized onions? Let me know. Bring what on camera? Oh, Travis, what are you talking about? Bring what on camera? Can you see my onions over here? Now there's my cabbage. And here's my vegetable. Yeah, I think I'm going to take some of these onions out for now. Because they'll all cook anyway in the, when I put them in the oven. Oh, I don't want my stove to wear them. Some of them have started to caramelize. So now I'm going to put the sausage in. I'll take one more out. One more. I have a friend that does something similar to this, but she uses Italian sausage. And that sounds like it would be really, really good. And bring this over here a little further. All right. And now I can clean, whoop, almost lost that. Now I can clean this mess up. So I just used, these are, what kind of onions are they? Just yellow onions. They're just yellow onions. I just used regular yellow onions for this. I don't need this anymore. So I can get this cleaned up. There we go. Some more. And can everybody see? This is starting to brown now. I think I'll turn it up even a little higher. Oh, I need my had a whirlwind morning. By the time I got my mother dressed and ready, and then breakfast, and then after we ate breakfast, which was very late, then she fell, and then we were off on our way, so I didn't even get the dishwasher emptied. But that's okay, it's not going anywhere. It's just that I hate cooking and not putting everything into the dishwasher as I'm cooking. Who else is on here? Hey, Deb. Okay. Now, brown that sausage. So, my water is hot. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons in here. So I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of, there we go, about 2 teaspoons. 1.5 cups of water once I get the cabbage laid on there. And the cabbage will leach its own liquid. So, oh, smells so good. I want the sausage to brown. So, I'm doing what I'm not supposed to do. You don't touch it. You leave it alone. Stop playing with it. So as soon as that sausage browns up a little bit, then I'll add the cabbage, the rest of the onions, and some liquid. I'll put a lid on it, and I'll put it in the oven, and just, I don't know, I'm thinking it'll probably be in there for about 40 minutes. I'll check it to see how it's doing. But this is the hardest part of it, trying to get everything together. Come on. You know what they say, watch pots don't boil. Oh. Fried meat don't sear like it's supposed to when you're watching it. Is that right, Chef Travis? Hi, Terry. How are you? My grandson is a chef, Travis. So, yeah. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, Travie. I'll listen. I don't pretend to be a chef. I just love to cook. No formal training. Kind of fly by the seat of my pants. Do what I like to do. Cook what I like to eat. I know what I know. I don't what I don't. But I'm willing to learn. So is this starting yet? I just want to take a peek and see if this is starting to caramelize. Yes, a little bit. So I'll leave it. And I think if I was to do this again, I would brown the sausage first and then put the onions in. But hindsight's 20/20, as we all know. I'll smush it down. Smush it down. Now, hold on, folks. I'm going to go see what Mom wants. Ah, we're getting caramelized color here. I think another couple of minutes. So, and some of you may know and some of you don't, Mom's 94. She'll be 95 in July on the 9th. And I'm very fortunate to still have her, but she does have memory issues. So she doesn't know what she did. All she knows is that she hurts, and then she wants to go to the hospital. And that's sad. Alright. Yay. So there we go. Oh. Yum, yum. So now I will turn this up and get it roaring. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, wait a minute here. We've got some nice caramelization in there. And now I'm going to put the cabbage in. Whoa, I don't know if it's cooking up in here. It will eventually. And I'm going to add some oh, darn it. I hate when that happens. Jeepers. Why don't I just throw it all over? Well, I'm going to turn this off for a while. Push this over because I don't want this going on the floor. Oh, jeepers. Dang it. Geez, I just cleaned my stove. Darn it. Son of a gun. Boy, oh boy. Well, it did do what it did. Okay, so now I'll pull this back over here. Actually, I'm gonna clean up this cabbage. Cabbage everywhere. Cabbage, cabbage everywhere. Oh boy. And I'll set this here. And I get, oh shoot, I missed some. I missed some. And I'll set this here. And this will definitely cook down. I know it looks like it's a lot, but it'll cook down. So I'll put the lid on it. And I'll turn it on medium low. Clean up the rest of this cabbage. That was all nice and sparkly clean before I started. I always wanted a black stove, and now I'm sorry I got one because it shows everything. And the rest of these onions, I will, once this cooks down a little bit, I will pour those on top. So it's been about 15 minutes and it's cooked down quite a bit. So you see it? Oh, back it up a little. It's cooked down quite a bit. So now I can add the onions. Try and do this one-handed. Hold on a minute. So as you can see, it's cooked down quite a bit in just 15 minutes. So I'll put the onions on here. Whoops. And there's quite a bit of liquid in there. I can hear it bubbling, boiling and toiling. So it has cooked down quite a bit. And I didn't get any on the floor yet. I didn't get any. So this is part 2. And I'm going to now pull this up a little more. Put this in the oven. Debating whether I should put this in the oven with the lid on or off. I'll put this in the oven just the way it is. So, turn this off. Sit here. And I'll leave it in there for 15 minutes and I'll check it. Alright, Della's Tiny Kitchen part 3. Okay, it's out of the oven. Here we go. Look at this. It's browned. Some of it is browned on the top. It just smells good, looks good. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to go to... Boy, I didn't put any makeup on today. I had a rough day. I'm going to get my cheese from the oven, from the refrigerator. I'm going to prop the phone up right here for now. And don't put a lot on. I just put a little. It just gives it a nice richness. Here we go. I'm going to put probably, okay, I need to put this in something so it doesn't tip over. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to set it in this bowl so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to turn the camera around again. I'm going to, and I did just wash my hands, so I'm going to reach in and grab, I'd say that's probably a 1/4 cup. I'm going to add another 1/4 cup. And, oops, don't go anywhere. And, is this hot? No, that's not. And I'm going to cover this for a few minutes while I get a plate. Turn this camera around for a minute. And I'm going to get, oh, there we go. I'm going to get a bowl from the cupboard. And something to dish it up with. A spoon. A fork to eat with. And I'm gonna, can't lift the lid with the Can't lift the lid with the phone in my hand, so I'm going to lift off the lid and see how the cheese is done. Nope, it's not done. I think I'll put it in the oven for just a minute with the lid off. Okay, so I'm going to put it in there for a few minutes. So for those of you who are on here now, Mom fell earlier. I took her to urgent care at Slocum Dixon, and she didn't break anything, but she does have a big bruise on her back on the right side, just above the belt, where your belt would be below the rib. And she has scoliosis pretty bad, so she's, oh my gosh, my hair looks like something else too. I kind of flew out the door. So I just don't know how she did it or what she did, but all of a sudden I heard a thud, and I turned around and she was laying on the floor. And turn this light on here. She was laying on the floor, and she wasn't sore she wasn't hurt at the time. She didn't seem to be. Okay, let's turn the oven light on. Let's see what this is doing in here. I'm going to turn this around, and it's starting to melt. So I'll give it a few more minutes. There it is. So I'm going to dish some up. Put this over here more. Like I said, you don't need a whole lot of cheese, just enough. It gives it a little added flavor and get some of the meat out of there. Boy, it really produced a lot of liquid. I only added a cup of liquid. Just 1 cup. And look at all, whoops, look at all the liquid it produced. So, there you have it. Cabbage, sausage, and onions. Now, I'm going to try some. And I did put garlic in here, butter, a little olive oil. Let's see if I can get the perfect bite, as Nicole would say. A little cabbage, some onions, and some cheese. Very good. So, part 3. There you go. Finishing touch. I put probably a half a cup of cheese sprinkled over the top. Just gives it some richness. This is my plate from Della's Tiny Kitchen. Thank you for joining me. It was fun. And so I'm going to go eat and then check on my mom and make sure she's okay. Have a wonderful Sunday, folks. Bon appetit.